Fallout New Vegas. Man, I wanted to play this game so much, but the Bethesda jank was just too much for me back then, okay? Like, every game Bethesda comes out with is like riddled with bugs. It's like they're shipping it with an ant farm. New Vegas was the last straw, all right? After 30 hours, my save file got corrupted. Nah, buddy. But it's fine, that was years ago, and everything is perfect now.
I want you stripped down to your underwear.
But in all seriousness, Fallout New Vegas? Wow, but it's actually pretty good. Fallout New Vegas is like the Fallout 2 to Fallout 3. Yeah, it's packed with so much nutritional improvement. It's like eating gummy vitamins.
I got spurs that jingle, jangle, jingle, jingle, jangle, as I go riding merrily along.
Fallout New Vegas takes place 4 years after Fallout 3. And guess what? You're not coming out of a vault this time. This time you're a courier that happened to be delivering a pretty big package, the Platinum Chip. While delivering it to New Vegas, you get ambushed by Chandler. Benny, aka Chandler, shoots you in the head and leaves you for dead, taking with him your big package. Luckily, a Securitron named Victor finds your body and takes it to Doc Mitchell to save your life. Here is where you will start your journey, to find Benny and give him a good old spanking, to put it in clean words. If you have played the first 2 Fallout games, while you're playing through New Vegas, something is gonna slap you across the face. It's gonna feel like you're playing a modern version of Fallout 2. From the sweet old soundtrack to items like healing powder, and even little gameplay changes like talking to, random NPCs gives you extra perks. You even get John Cassidy's daughter as a companion. It's because New Vegas was developed by Obsidian Entertainment, which is made up of the developers from Interplay, which made the old Fallout games. And because of that, this feels more like a Fallout game. Not to badmouth Fallout 3 for the step in the right direction, but Fallout New Vegas is just a better game. I mean, having proper iron sights for your guns alone is enough to disown Fallout 3. Now I understand why George Weedman told me I should use mods for my Fallout 3 playthrough. It's fine though, because New Vegas is basically like an expansion pack for Fallout 3. You still have the same combat, weird animations, and you still get sucked into another dimension from downtown. And let's not forget the Bethesda jank, like being able to trap someone in the talking dimension. But let's talk about the major improvements, like the companion wheel. Just like in Fallout 1, Fallout 3 had bare bones companion controls. But also like Fallout 2, New Vegas got an improved companion system which allows you to quickly tell commands like stay, follow, or roll over. They even gave you a doggy GPS on the map just in case you lose them. But that's not the only thing they fleshed out. Now every companion gives you a unique perk when you keep them around. I usually don't. Hearing them spit out the same random garbage annoys the heck out of me, especially when we're in a fight. Plus, they just kind of get in the way. The companions always have been a love-hate relationship for me, but at least they do a decent job in carrying their own weight, when my greed gets bigger than my gun. Loot, ladies and gentlemen, loot makes you do greedy things, and in Fallout New Vegas, it's more satisfying. It's because they rebalance how many healing items and ammo you get this time around. In Fallout 3, I just had tons of everything, so I didn't really care about how much I was using. But in New Vegas, when I explored and found a room with tons of goodies, I know I can go in guns blazing at least for a little bit before I have to play smart again. And going in hard is pretty fun because now you have iron sights. Something so basic destroyed the satisfaction of shooting without VATS in Fallout 3. And sometimes you want a change of pace with VATS, because sometimes the Sniper Elite slow-mo gets out of hand. Other than iron sights, you can also add weapon attachments to your guns like scopes, which add a little bit of range. Yeah, no, it's basically a different game. They even have a hardcore mode where you have to eat, drink, and sleep at a regular schedule. Stim packs no longer heal limbs and ammo has weight. And even if you don't play hardcore, it still feels like the game was designed around it, rewarding you for scavenging everything you can and pick the now way better selection of perks to survive. You actually have to fight over which one will win your heart. I think this fits so well with exploring the tons of locations and running into all kinds of quests. If you go fishing, you will catch some fish. You want to know more about a certain group, just ask around and indeed, there will be a quest for you to dive in. There's something about just stumbling upon a quest when you didn't even know it existed. And not some filler quest, but a quest that actually changes the way you feel about a certain faction or a character. If you do a related quest or you have a certain reputation with that faction, it will change the dialogue as well. Even if it doesn't change the final outcome of the encounter, it doesn't matter. I just love the little things. Sometimes on some quests, I'm a little confused on how to complete it the good way. And sometimes doing it the clean way gives you bad karma, even though it barely affects my goody two-shoes legendary ranking. So yeah, some of the quests could be a little unpolished, and it's partially because of the NPCs. Yeah, the AI is as wonky as ever. But as always, the story pulls you through the jank. But it's not hard to see that some characters have all the same voice actor and didn't bother to change his voice. And I swear all the ghouls sound like Christian Bale's horrible Batman voice.
Hey, you're not one of those things out there. Who the hell are you? I'm Batman.
And let's not talk about the hilarious tone of voice issues.
I think he's in one of the other wings, although I haven't seen him myself. Yeah, bye. Good luck getting anything out of him. You might have better luck with another member of the senior staff. Try talking to them about it.
Later.
It's like his testicles just dropped mid-conversation.
You liked it? Wow, you're the first one who ever did. Bye.
Anyways, I didn't know this was possible, but during the story dialogue, skills were even more useful than it was in Fallout 3. During the dialogue options, you were able to see the number you needed to make the choice successful, instead of just having a percentage there. This actually appears quite a bit through your playthrough and will change how the quest is completed. And even outside of dialogue, you really feel it when you walk by a room and you don't have the required skills to get in. You're just gonna have to sit there, window shopping. Now that you have reputation for multiple factions in the game, having those skills up is going to help. This reputation also influences the story. You're going to have to pick between different factions and not all of them are going to be happy by the end of it. And you're not going to be happy either because you feel all icky no matter what you choose. I felt like certain moments could have been done better, but it did its job for a Bethesda game, and I say that because Bethesda games are not necessarily known for its polish, and that can subtract from the hard-hitting moments. But I mean, there's nothing like seeing a character that you previously did a lot of quests for, you spent some time with them, just to get melted in front of your face. Now, the unpolished bits don't necessarily ruin the game, and for $20 with DLC, it's pretty amazing. But let's just say Fallout 4 was a better looking Fallout 3 complete with side running. I think people will finally notice that it's getting a bit old. Now personally, I think Obsidian did a pretty good job cleaning it up, and it shows with some of the DLC. They actually messed with the Fallout formula by creating some interesting gameplay changes. Like in Dead Money, they removed all your gear and you had to stay alive with limited ammo, limited supplies, and your new perks from your new companions. And of course they kept up with wacky characters like Dr. Dala from Old World Blues.
Let me radar scan you. Slowly.
Now the only one that I would say that was terrible would be the Lonesome Road. They built up this whole story that even tied all the DLCs together to just take a big giant dookie on the mysterious courier. Anyways, other than the Dead to Me DLC, the Wasteland actually looks alive and full of some character. There are finally some more colors other than the poop tint of Fallout 3, but we still live in an age where these rails still can't be round. I wouldn't want to ride this roller coaster. And for some reason, the NPC's eyes have this glare that make them look like the robots from Alien Isolation.
Why do we always hurt the ones we care about the most?
It's fine, it goes well with their glitches. Like, stop drinking before you start talking to me. It's so rude that you're sucking on a bottle while you're having a one-on-one conversation in the talking dimension. But the jank is not too bad, you know, only once in a while you'll shoot an enemy into the abyss.
Fallout New Vegas was a lot better than I thought it was gonna be. Maybe my standards are low. I don't know. But just like all of them, if you're okay with the Bethesda jank, then you're probably gonna have a good time. No alcohol required. Now, if you excuse me, I'm gonna go stuff my face in Fallout 4 for the foreseeable future. So I'll see you guys in 2077.